If you really think about it, trading is just like a video game, okay? Now, when you were playing video games, you were sat down, being lazy, playing with the boys, having a good time, clicking buttons, right? But then there was always that one thing, that cheat code, right? There was a right way to play and there was a wrong way to play. And there was the best way to play, where you had the cheat codes, where you had the aimbot, where you had all these things that made you so much better than everyone else. Trading is no different, right? There's also cheat codes in trading that can help you. Well, everybody else grinds away, playing the video game, grinding out the Fortnite season battle pass, doing everything they can for that level 100. You can get from level 5 to level 100 with the right cheat codes, with the right things, right? You can go from getting 3 kills per game to getting 20 kills per game with aimbot. What if I told you there's aimbot for trading? What if I told you there's a way to have this exact same unfair advantage on the charts, right? And that's why in today's video, I'm going to expose the cheat codes that I used to make over 670K trading this year alone, right? And again, contrary to video game cheat codes, I didn't get this from like a Reddit forum or whatever, right? I got these from professional traders who traded at trading floors, who traded in stock exchanges, who know how the actually market the actually books. Not just YouTubers who claim to have found a secret sauce after they got locked in their closet with no proper financial knowledge. So again, these cheat codes are basically everything I've learned from studying the charts for the past 7.5 years and making over 7 figures since then. Keep in mind, I'm 22 years old, right? So the last cheat code that I'm going to talk about today, that one is the one that helped me make 8K in a single day, and we discovered it around 13 to 14 months ago, and I think it's the most important one. So if you implement any of these cheat codes, let it be that one, right? I'm going to tell you again, like how to get full green lights in 2K, how to get aimbot, how to skip the battle pass, how to get all the skins in Fortnite, how to always get a victory royale with a certain cheat code. But for trading, so instead of being V-Bucks, you're going to get real bucks, the ones that grow your account, the ones that make you smile. So again, if you want to learn this one-to-one with me, work together just like the guy Nasir was able to do so. He went from being unprofitable for 3 years to making 10K in a single month in only 6 months. Click the link below. If we're a good fit, I'll shoot you a text. And if not, we can continue watching these videos and help you out. So let's jump right into this, right? So the biggest cheat code in all of the first-person shooter games, whether it's Call of Duty, GTA, Fortnite, whatever you want to call it, the one that gets streamers banned, is aimbot. Why? Because aimbot, it locks in on your target and you're never going to miss. Well, what if you had that in the charts? What if you could have your own aimbot for trading? That would really change the game, wouldn't it? So, what we're going to do is we're going to use aimbot in real life. So, liquidity, right? Everybody says liquidity is at the highs, liquidity is at the lows, liquidity is in the middle. With tools like Bookmap, you can know exactly where the sellers are, where the buyers are, and how everything is moving. But you can't just have aimbot and then hopefully without even pulling the trigger, you're going to get everybody, right? You got to have aimbot, and then once you're locked in, you actually start taking your shots at your target. The same thing is going to happen here on the charts with the GEX levels. These levels move 60 to 80% of the volume in the market. Why? Because these guys fill the orders for all the people out there, right? So essentially what we're going to be doing is if you're playing 2K, whenever you get to the right place of the court, every single time you shoot from there, it's going to be a green light. Just imagine how many buckets you would get and how high your player would be rated if every single shot you took would be a green light as long as you're in the right place. Same thing here. As long as you're in the right place on the right levels, you're going to get a green light. So let me explain to you these trades, right? The first trade is we see these sellers up here again on Bookmap. These are red hot sellers. And we see the call resistance level. This is a level where we want to sell from. If you don't know what the levels are yet, just go to my channel and look at previous videos, or click the link below for the one-on-one, and I'll gladly send you some free resources where you can just learn what these levels are and how they work. But we know that from these levels, sells are very high probability. Just like we know that we have sellers here. So the aimbot has pointed to our target. And then because we're in the right spot, we can go ahead and shoot for our target. We can go for our target. What that's going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to take a sell and then go for the right spot. But hey, how do I know where to place my take profits, where to place my trade? We have a GEX level here, we have a GEX level here. Again, let's use the aimbot. The aimbot is going to tell us that there's liquidity here, right? That's going to be the Bookmap. So because we have aimbot, we don't have to wonder, maybe we can search for our target and get him. Maybe we can snipe him from far. We know exactly where he's going to move, when he's going to move here. So we take our aim here. That's your aimbot for trading. That's going to be your cheat code, using the liquidity at the GEX levels. So even though we have a GEX level here, because there is no liquidity at that moment, we know we can dive straight into it and go straight for it. That's going to be the easiest part of them all. Once we know that, we take our trade and we have a 3 to 1 R. So again, guys, understanding this and understanding that 60 to 80% of the market is going to move at these levels is the same thing as having an infinite money glitch in GTA, because you know that every time you take a trade or every time you do a heist, there's a very high chance that you get the max reward, that you get your take profit. Of course, the strategy is not perfect. Of course, you're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but you can be just like Nasir, where again, he went from being unprofitable for 3 years to making 12K in a single month just after 6 months of working with me. That's the bigger part, right? That's the most important thing. Second trade. Okay, we get back to this Gex level, and we know that we can take the rejection from the Gex level, just like we targeted the buyers over here because this was going to reject. So we take the rejection from this Gex level, we take the sell. Again, the aimbot, it tells us, hey, you know what? We're going to lock in on your target here, and you're going to fire down into here because this is where the liquidity is. Again, guys, this takes away all the guessing, all the effort. Let me go to the 1 day, the 1 week, the 10 hour, the 4 hour, the 1 hour time frame. When you're trading on the 1 minute time frame, you're not going to have conflicting biases. Just like if you have a green light glitch on 2K, you're not going to be wondering, oh, I hope this shot plays out. Oh, maybe if I do a crossover, maybe if I can get to the corner, I can get an open shot. You don't have to worry about open shots when you're green lighting all the time. Just like you don't have to worry about other time frames and all confusing stuff when you're using this strategy and this method. So you see your GEX level, you see your liquidity, you see the sellers come in with this big candle. Again, in Bookmap, you see the sellers. You take your sell, and you know that the target where price is going to go to is the liquidity that we had at 25,640. Really is as simple as that, guys. So again, trading doesn't need to be so complicated, just like all the other video games where you thought, oh, it's so complicated to get a good snipe or to actually, get 5 shots in a row into somebody. When in reality, all you needed was the right cheat code, and now you have aimbot. Now you can really snipe everybody. Same thing here. I just gave you guys the aimbot for trading. But if you want to be able to use it fully and actually implement it into your trading, then click the link below. And again, there's no upfront cost. I'm not going to charge you anything for talking, for helping you out with your trading. I'll see, hey, if we're a good fit to work together, right? I'll shoot you a text, I'll give you a call. If we have a good conversation and I see like, hey, you're somebody that can become profitable, because not everybody can become profitable, and I think we can work together well, then we'll discuss about your trading goals, what you're doing, how much capital you have to trade, what we're going to do. And if it makes sense, we'll work together and get you to those 10K months, hopefully in 7 to 8 months, just like we did with this year. Usually it takes me around 13 to 15 months to make a guy from extremely unprofitable to very profitable. But it depends on, again, how well you apply these cheat codes, how well you learn, and how dedicated you are about your trading. So again, if you're serious about becoming profitable, click the link below. If you're not, I hope this video was entertaining, because if not, you're just wasting your time away. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. We're going to have tons more content like this. Appreciate you. Adios.